All right, let's go to account review. So for those of you who are following my channel, I think you guys might be familiar with one of my recent videos that I posted. And let me just go ahead and find that video real quick. Yeah, it basically goes over Kenny getting imprisoned and taking some rallies, taking some swarms with his infantry gear that I assume that he used for the garrison. And he told me that he was trying to lose some troops because he needed to go migrate to another kingdom to become the king of 3547, right? And yeah, basically, that's what he sent me. And let's see. I don't know if I can find the text that said he just wanted to drop some troops. Yeah, he said, I'm going to drop like 40 million power to migrate to 3547. So it was indeed, guys, for those of you who were rage baited, who think this is a rage bait, yeah, he did indeed want to drop power by 40 million. So yeah, just for that. Yeah. Be nice, guys. Be nice. But what he did send me though, this time, is another account that they are getting into the kingdom that is called Baba Gun. And this account is specifically, I believe, is going to be one of the accounts that is controlled by either Kenny or his other co-king, Kostas. So this account, I think, is going to be Kostas's account. And as you guys can see, this account is pretty stacked. 124 million power and 21 billion kill points, guys. 21 billion kill points. So in today's live stream session, little session with the account review, we're gonna take a look at everything that they sent me and see if this account looks really, really good. Because I think I skimmed through it. I think this account does look pretty good. So you guys can see that in the original kingdom that they were in, it looks like he was at number 2 power. Did they already migrate? No, 3547. So they did not migrate to 3547 yet. But yeah, it looks like he was at 124 million power, which is nice. And number 1 in individual kills, 21 billion, which is amazing. Has a bunch of troops on this account, which is nice. 8 million troops, mostly T5s. That's amazing. And VIP 18. And 7.6 billion food, 9.8 billion wood, 6.2 billion stone, and 3.4 billion gold. Currently sitting on this account with 1745 days of speed up, guys. 1745 days of speed up. So this account is stacked. Again, big shout out to Kenny and Kostas for sending me their new account. Really appreciate you guys actually sending me those. And if you guys want to check out the Kingdom 3547, guys, as they will be the new co-kings of those kingdom, that kingdom right there, 3545, you guys should definitely check that out. All right, with all that said, let's just go ahead and take a look at, ooh, oh, look at that. They actually have full Iconic 5 critted cavalry gear for this account, guys. That is basically the same equipment that I have on my main cavalry rally setup. So this is very interesting. Chris Boom, sorry I'm late. Had family over, no problem, man. Family first. Family first. But yeah, Ho Chi Minh has the best cavalry setup that you can possibly have in Rise of Kingdom. So that's really good. All right, let's see what he has in terms of armaments, though. Okay, very nice. Hunter, Intrepid, and Balance, and Spirited. So he does not have special inscription or rare inscription on this one, the instrument. But he has 3 legendary inscriptions, which is really, really nice. 10% attack, 10.8% defense, 7.8% health, and 1.9% all damage. If I were to convert it right around in my head, that's about 31%, 32%-ish in terms of the total stats. If you were to have that in cavalry health format instead of all damage. So this is really, really good. Now next, march that he had. He said he had 7 marches, but I only saw 6. So, and I haven't really checked if he sent me extra marches. So let's just go ahead and go over every single one of them, and then see if we can find the 7 march at the end of the day. And then he does have KVK weapon and helmet critted, which is nice. Hope Cloak critted, Eternal Night critted, Sacred Grasp critted, Horn and Ring critted for infantry, and Shields Return critted. So this is a very, very strong infantry march for non-infantry infantry mains. Yeah, this is really, really good setup. And let's see what armaments that he has. Oh, okay, so Breaker. Breaker's really good because Breaker actually breaks the defense to a degree. So that's really good. No rare or special inscriptions on this, but armor is good. Respite, I do believe Respite gives you all damage. And even without any of this, this is actually already 30% with still 1 room to actually get the Siege Health rerolled. So yeah, pretty decent stat stuff is on top of the really good armor. Really good inscriptions, I would say. So yeah, very, very good equipment, very, very good armors for the second march setup. All right, let's go ahead and move on to third march. Ooh. Okay. Shadow Legion's Retribution, critted and iconic 2. Now this is a bit of an L. And the reason for that is because Shadow Legion's Retribution is actually not the most optimal setup that you can find. In fact, it actually gives you attack instead of health that you get from the main set, the top best set that you can find in cavalry. Yeah, this is a big setback. And he also has the pens that are for cavalry set pieces, which is also the same deal. It gives you attack instead of health, and that's the worst stat swap that you can possibly imagine for cavalry. The gloves are kind of okay because I think this gives you defense instead of cavalry health. Still a bad stat swap, I would say. But yeah, this is more acceptable than those two. And he has that's a web, right? That's a web and dagger on the third march. Okay. So overall, he has the legendary equipments, but 3 pieces questionable, and then accessories are kind of meh. Like, I get that he has them on the Arthur because you want to use combo damage to make sure that you trigger all those into everyone that you're hitting. But yeah, a little bit of an L for those 3 pieces, but outside of that, it's okay. The fact that he has critted prior to the con is actually a big win, so it is what it is. But yeah, this equipment set is a little bit in the bad realm. In terms of formations, he has the Delta formation. Determined is nice. Party is nice. Well clad, 3.5% defense. And Infinity, 3.5% attack. Bellicose is kind of whatever. I think Hardy is really, really good. So he has a lot of stats from the normal inscriptions, which is really nice. This pushes up well above 30% in terms of total stats, but missing some rare and special inscriptions, I would say. But overall, not a bad armament setup. Equipment's kind of rip, but armament setup's not too bad. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next one, which is Shi Huang. You can see that I sent some message to him, and I don't know why this was blurred out, but okay. But let's see. So he has 2-piece KVK setup and then 4-piece Dragon Breath. Perfect. This is what you want to see, and the most optimal archer setup right now on the field. And he has that just set up, so that's really, really good. Ring and Horn is fine. Horn can be used somewhere else, but you know, Ring and Horn is fine. It's not too bad, I would say. If this was Pendant, I think this would be the most optimal. But Ring and Horn is fine, I think. Okay, and Hunter's nice. Armored is nice for 3.5% cavalry defense. Spiked is nice for 3.5% cavalry archer defense, troop defense, troop attack. So 7% stats overall from this, on top of 3.5% march speed, and about 29% of stats here, 29.9 to be exact. Yeah, this is actually pretty good. yeah, nothing else to say. This is a really good setup. I'll just go ahead and move on. All right, cavalry setup. Another cavalry, 4 cavalry setup. Wait, what? No, 3 cavalry setup. Okay. Yeah, 1, 2, yeah, 3 cavalry setup, which is surprising. He has the cavalry set helmet with Sacred Dominion, which is interesting. He has the set piece for chess, Ash of the Dawn, Navarre's Control, and the Hellish Wasteland boost. Now, I would say maybe he was working on the 4th one when he made this. But bringing Horn is nice. But yeah, there's a little bit of mismatch here, which is unfortunate, but it's whatever. It's still a good set, I would say. Go ahead and move on to the next one. Ooh, okay, this is nice. Hunter is good. Defiance good. Hardy is really, really good. War Hunger is good. In battle is good. Overall, 29.9% overall stats overall too. Very nice on top of Hardy, so you can basically consider this 33.3%, 33.4%. So very, very nice. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the other ones. Oh, so wait, hold on. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 marches, and on top of Ragnar Lord Brock. With let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of infantry set pieces. Okay, that's interesting. But it's fine. He has 10% march rate from this. With uncritted everything, with counterattack damage boosting equipment, the accessories and ring. But yeah, 5 pieces of Eternal Empire set is kind of question mark, but overall pretty good. And he has just a bunch of stat stick right here. Well clad for 3.5% extra defense and 3.5% extra health from Fit. So this is really nice. But the equipment's kind of sus. This one's fine. Actually, honestly, this one's fine. But I think the one on Arthur, yeah, these setup are not really that good, I would say. All right. What else does he have? Oh, he has sent me a group of commanders that he had. Cool. He has all the marches that he's using set up. Okay, so he's using Qin Shi Huang and Zhuge Liang, which is an interesting choice. Usually people would actually prefer Qin Shi Huang with YSG because of the damage, but Zhuge Liang is still usable right now, so it's fine. Bai Qi Liu Che is fine. This is actually the most meta infantry pairing in Rising Kingdom, so this is really, really good. Ragnar and Alice, okay. Ragnar and Alice. I'm assuming, does he not have Guan? Perhaps he does not have Guan or Skippy, but yeah, Ragnar and Alice is fine. Ho Chubing and Justinian. Okay, that's a little bit of a question mark. Nevsky with William, okay. And Arthur Achilles. And Joan of Arc Prime with Philip. Oh, he has a 7th March. We just haven't seen the 7th March equipment. Okay, so he runs 7th March, is what I heard. In all honesty, I would actually just go ahead and move the Joan of Arc Prime to be behind Ho Chubing. Yeah. I don't see the synergy too much. Well, yeah, like Joan of Arc Prime Philip actually is a good synergy, actually. Does he not have any other commanders that he can use though? Yeah, that sounds like a bit of a waste of the Ho Chubing March equipment that he has. Let's see. I guess he doesn't. But the fact that you're using Nevsky in 2025, it's just insane for the field. But yeah, I guess that's how they're running it. Oh yeah, he just sent me. I think I see his 7 March setup. Oof. Another Shadow Legion's Retribution built. Another Sacred Dominion and Hellish Wasteland. Hellish Wasteland helmet. Okay. So a little bit of mismatch here again. We love you, Musa. I have some bad news. What's going on, Prince Boom? Maybe we can run Attila with Achilles. Maybe. Maybe Attila Philip. Wait, he does have Attila. Personally, I would say Attila Philip is better. And then he can move the Jodabar Prime to replace Justinian. Yeah, Justinian in the field in 2025 is insane. Better than Justinian, yeah. I think Attila, if I were you, I would run Attila Philip instead of Jodabar Prime Philip. And then I'll move the Jodabar to behind Kochubi. If I had to suggest like immediate suggestion, but I'm not doing account coaching right now. I'm doing account review. So and again, interesting equipment choices that were made by the original account owner. By the way, for your reference, guys, for your reference, this account was actually not raised by Kenny or Costas, right? Kenny or Costas just took over this account. So, but yeah, the previous owner obviously did not watch enough Musa Gaming YouTube channel. So yeah, very, very interesting choices in terms of equipment. And then yeah, he just had whatever was left over for Wedge. But yeah, that's what he had in terms of the 7 marches. I mean, he had 136 million kills. So as a person who had like barely 40 million kills in the last KBK, I don't know if I can comment on this, but yeah, this account, very interesting account, I'll say. Very interesting account. But yeah, hope you guys actually enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, please go ahead and drop me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, guys. Yeah, 3547. If you guys are interested in migrating to 3547, guys, please go ahead and contact Penny from our Discord channel, as well as Costas, who is also part of our Discord channel now. Yeah, if you guys are interested in joining our 2 co-kings at 3547, please go ahead and let them know. And as always, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close out the recording. And I'll see y'all in the next video, guys. Peace.